Oh hey, didn't see you there. You know, with Sonic Frontiers DLC coming to a close in a few days, I thought to myself the most genius idea, and why not make a video on what we want to see in the last DLC. And with that being said, I'll let Ultra introduce our first topic, which is...
What's up guys, it is your boy Ultra. So the first thing I want to see is Sonic's new form. Please let it be more than just blue eyes and a different aura. Maybe this is like a progressive transformation. Like, my guess here is that Supersonic will probably lose to Supreme the same way Sonic lost to Giganto.
Is the Titan... is he hitting Gangnam Style?
He'll transform once with the blue eyes and the rainbowy aura, and then once he beats Supreme and has to fight the end, maybe that fight just goes nowhere for a little bit and he has to transform again. I just think it would be really cool, especially to revisit that concept of Sonic losing to a Titan from earlier in the game, and ironically enough the one that looks like Giganto. I just think that would be a really cool way to handle this revamped final boss.
Now, something that I would love to see in this update are new level designs. Now, as we all know by now, to those that have already played Sonic Frontiers, each level in cyberspace is pretty much the same thing. You either have Chemical Plant, Green Hill Zone, and I forgot the other one. I get that these three main level designs were to save time, but I feel like it would be way better to add actual elements from the levels that the games are from to make it feel that much more unique. Like, imagine yourself playing a level based off Seaside Hill, and you get to see some assets that were in Sonic Heroes brought to the game. Yes! Yes! Now I know that idea might seem far-fetched, but a man can dream, can't he? And with that being said, our next topic is...
Moving on to the next thing, Sonic's friends. I hope they don't play like complete dog water doo-doo garbage, because if you don't know, Sonic 06 kinda killed the concept of Sonic games having multiple playable characters. And that's something that's just now coming back with Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces kind of, Sonic Superstars, and Sonic Frontiers. They are just now really starting to bring back multiple playable characters. So just let them be good, please. If you ask me, Sonic is pretty freaking broken now. I mean, look at me playing Cyberspace right here in this footage I provided. You see me spin dashing and homing dashing all over the place. Unless Sonic's friends have some kind of crazy mechanics, they're not going to be able to keep up with Sonic, which is why I also think there should be separate tabs for them in cyberspace. Like, when you go into arcade mode, you know, you have 4 separate tabs for all the characters, and you can save your times for each character. That would be cool.
So another thing that I would really love to see on this next update for Sonic Frontiers is an update for the open world. Now, as of now, I think that the open world for Sonic Frontiers is actually pretty good. There's a lot of things you can do, a lot of things you can collect, and I genuinely do enjoy it. But I think something that's always been missing for the open world has always been the lack of anything resembling Sonic. I mean, yeah, with the first level, you do get a nice grassy plain, but that's pretty much it. It feels like you're in a Xenoblade game. I think it would be pretty cool if they just added assets from other games and somehow made it work within the level, because if you're going to subspace levels that are previous games that you've been in, why not make the open world kind of like that as well? Does that make sense? Like, say you go to a Sonic Adventure 2 level in Sonic Frontiers for subspace, and when you get near that area, you maybe see stuff from Sonic Adventure 2. Kind of like how they did it for Sonic Generations for the level selector, where you get to see the level design before you actually participate in it. So Sonic team, if you're watching this, please update it. Thank you.
So moving right on to the next thing, I actually want to see some combat tweaks. Without going too deep into this, because I actually have a video on my channel going up at the same time as this one. So if you want to see me talk more about the combat in Sonic Frontiers and what I would do to tweak it, check out my video on it. But I just think a lot of the moves in Sonic Frontiers kind of do the same thing with a different cutscene playing. So the combat just could use a few tweaks. Moving right on from that, I think, let's see, it would be cool to see more cyberspace levels or even more alternate costumes for Sonic. We have 8 right now, which isn't a bad number at all, but I think we can go a little higher than that. Why not give us a Halloween skin, since that's next month? I know it's a little early for that, but why not? Or even like another collaboration. I mean, we had Monster Hunter and that's it. I mean, they could do another collaboration with Capcom. Like, imagine like Sonic dressed up as like Ryu from Street Fighter, Mega Man, or well, if they do Mega Man, I'd rather see Sonic dressed up as Zero. I think that would just be way more badass. Even if it's not like collaborations with other companies. I mean, imagine like a Persona skin, a Nights into Dreams skin, even Super Monkey Ball. I mean, you know, just something to spice things up a little bit more.
Now for this next update that we're getting for Sonic Frontiers, I would really love to see more hidden Easter eggs on this game. I mean, we already do have Easter eggs kinda in this, kinda like in the first level when you go up to the waterfall. I believe he talks about Sonic Adventure 1, and then whenever you're in the desert, Sonic talks about Sonic Riders. Like, those are cool little Easter eggs that were awesome to find out about, but how sick would it be for you to walk around in the desert and you find Jet's hoverboard? Like, it doesn't even have to be anything too crazy. Just finding something that references a different game in Sonic Frontiers makes it feel that much more personal.
I really want to see them add more music tracks to the jukebox, whether they be more classic music from older games, and whether that be like the cyberspace music or even all the boss themes. I mean, I think it would be really freaking raw to be running around Ares Island blasting Break Through It All. Like, imagine if you find all the sound memories for the boss themes like close to where you fought those bosses too. I just think it would be really cool if they add more music tracks. That's all I'm trying to say. Maybe they could also add like Vandalize and Dear Father from the end credits. One other thing I really want to see is maybe add Sonic's skateboard. So you know those little signpost things that you side loop around? I think it would be amazing if they had one of those but with like a skateboard icon instead, and you side loop one of those and oh wow, look at that, you're skateboarding across the island. And the final thing that I want to see for update 3 of Sonic Frontiers is, and I don't just mean the boss fight. I mean, don't get me wrong, Supersonic is freaking raw. I do think it would be really cool if, as like an end game reward, you beat the new fight with Supreme in the end. Or who knows, maybe they add that as a reward for beating Extreme Mode. Spoiler warning, there is literally no reward for beating Extreme Mode right now. Getting killed in one hit for the entire game, I had to experience at least 100 deaths, and I get to the finish line for nothing? Yeah, I just think it would be amazing if they had a fully playable Supersonic in this game, and I think Supersonic should play like this. He has a faster running speed than Sonic, he jumps higher, and has a double jump that goes as high as your regular jump, so he gets some serious airtime. His air boost doesn't have a limit on it, so as long as you're in the air, you can hold the air boost until you land. Either that, or if you double tap the air boost button, you can actually start flying. And how his flight would work is it either kind of locks you at a certain height, so whatever height you're at whenever you activate the flight, that's what height you'll be at when you start flying, or B, you control the height of Sonic's flight using the camera. I just think that would be really interesting. And of course, he would have all of his supercharged attacks for regular enemies and bosses.
Now this is something that I just want to say to Sonic Team if by chance they ever see this video. Thank you so much for this redemption arc that you're giving Sonic. First with Frontiers, and then with the Netflix original series, and now we're getting Sonic Superstars and the Frontiers DLC. I know that Sonic has had a very rough past, and I mean really, really rough past, but it seems like we're getting out of the dark ages for Sonic and finally into a new light. So thank you so much for Sonic Team for creating incredible memories, and I can't wait to see what you guys have planned for the future. And also a huge thank you to Ultra for participating in this video. If you guys want to go check out his channel, his link in the description will be down below. And if you guys made it this far, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications because that really does help out the channel. And as always, shout out to everyone that is a current member on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Your support goes a long way. And if you guys want to become a member, check the description down below. Only $1 a month to support, and it would really mean a lot. With that being said, thank you all so much for coming through. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will catch you all in the next one. Adios.